Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the first official episode
Of
Please Continue.
Please Continue.
With Nataly and Monica. I'm Nataly.
I'm Monica.
I think it'll be pretty easy for you to recognize our voices and distinct.
Yeah, although I don't normally sound like this.
That's true.
I'm a
Monica.
little bit sickly.
Monica's hantavirus.
I don't have hantavirus.
She's just risking my life.
I have just a normal, regular cold and flu. Not flu. I don't really know what I have. To be honest, I don't know the difference really.
So she could have hantavirus.
I don't have hantavirus. That's what I know for sure. I've never been on a cruise. I have been on a cruise.
Yeah, I was going to say.
When I was little. I've been on like 6 cruises.
I was going to say
that
you've
wasn't
never
voluntary.
told me. Yeah. You see what I mean? By the way, she's had one of these coughs on me already multiple times today.
On you.
And my throat already hurts.
No, it doesn't.
It hurts. Like when I swallow like this right now, it hurt a little bit.
Well,
so whatever she has a very, very quick incubation period. She has a new strain of a new pandemic that she's about to start right here, live from her living room. This is the first official episode of our podcast,
yes.
And it's a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast is going to
really
change.
Special.
Yeah, it's really special.
It's gonna change the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to change the world and your lives.
Mm-hmm.
We decided we were going to do a podcast because
there's not enough of them.
There's not any of them.
Yeah. We're the first.
We're the first. We're going to be your first
ever
podcast.
Yep.
And it's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. The world is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole point of this is that we want to be here for you.
Mm-hmm. Because you need us.
Yeah, everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
We've realized that. We had a couple good conversations. We've had enough of like moments together where we had good banter, where we were like, we cannot not have this recorded.
Everyone wants to hear it.
Everybody needs to hear this.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to hear this.
Yeah.
So you're welcome. Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. The whole idea of this podcast really is Monica and I have a distinct and really good view of life,
the world,
mm-hmm. And we feel like our point of views and our angles need to be shared and heard, so you can be helped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
we're here to validate.
Yes,
we're here to validate each other and our listeners and just people all over the world.
Yeah,
girls, boys.
Yeah.
Men, women.
So when you need validation, this will be the place where you come. And we will validate and validate and validate and never stop because why would we?
No reason.
Opening credits now. So Monica and I are finding each other again after Monica has been traveling the world jet setting for the past 2 months. And
the world meaning
Florida. Florida is the world to a lot of people.
Okay, to be fair, I was in Florida for 2 weeks. Before that, I was in LA,
which is forever to be.
New York.
2 weeks in Florida is forever.
Honestly, yeah, 2 weeks in Florida is a long time. But any time away from New York feels like a long time.
Yes,
you miss it.
Yes, any time away from each other specifically.
Obviously.
Ugh, I hate it when you leave me.
I know, I hate it when you leave me too.
It's really upsetting.
I know.
So the way we're going to start these episodes, just to let you know, is Monica and I will discuss something that's been on our mind, and then we will validate each other no matter what that thing that's on our mind is.
Because that's what friends are for.
Yes.
Exactly.
I never thought about it like that.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah.
Validating each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good friends.
Good friends,
Real
obviously.
Friends.
The right friends.
If you have a friend who's like, listen to yourself right now, you shouldn't be doing that. Bye.
Yeah, come on.
Not a good friend. Not a good friend.
What are you, my therapist?
Ugh. Charge me.
Seriously,
you
what
are.
am I paying you?
So today I have something that I want to be validated about.
Tell me.
And you have to agree with me.
I will.
Here's what I need you to validate me on, Mon. This is something that I've been thinking about specifically over this past weekend. Is that if you're not the last one to leave my party, you're not my real best friend.
This feels loaded.
You can take it however you want. But I had a thought.
You had a thought after a party you had on Friday in which I was in attendance.
And was one of the first to leave.
You know what?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yes. Take yourself out of the equation. Forget that we had a party together, that you at 10 p.m. were like, I'm leaving. Oh, by the way, you didn't even say I'm leaving. I went up to you and I went, are you leaving?
Well, yeah. I
then you said
I
yes.
wasn't leaving yet at that point when you asked. I was still seated. I wasn't at the door.
Yeah, you were about to.
But again, I have hantavirus. Just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. Like, for example, when I have friends over and you're here, whether your husband's with you or not, and we're playing board games or we're like having a pizza party or whatever, and then you leave before other people who I'm not even as close to leave, that's messed up. That's messed up. Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, if that were to happen.
No, I just think it's really beautiful.
Who are my real friends?
Yeah, I just think it's beautiful how you managed to turn this back around on me.
No, but I'm speaking hypothetically.
Yeah, right. Well, if it's just like a regular hang at your apartment, hypothetically speaking,
Okay,
if you're
hypothetically, if one of us had a wedding in LA and then the next day there was like a post-wedding event that everyone went to, and then like one of my closest friends didn't go to that, I would be like, is she really my closest friend?
Right.
Hypothetically.
But hypothetically, if that friend had to leave because she had to go on tour to get on the road to do stand-up because it's her only means of income and she doesn't come for money and have parents who will help her.
Hypothetically,
She has to go.
Okay, hypothetically, if one of us had a wedding, one of like 12 wedding events that she's having, and the other one of us attended and spent all morning, also had two wedding events in one day, separated by hours in between, and one of us, let's say that one of us is sick with hantavirus, attended in the morning and then went home briefly, but it took her longer than expected to get home, so she didn't actually get to nap like she planned to, and then she left to attend the other event, which was like out on the town, and again, she's sick with hantavirus. And then she stays at that event as long as she can stand to, until she really starts feeling like sickly and tired, and then she leaves. Does that mean she's a bad friend? I don't think so.
Yes. But this is all hypothetical. Now let's get back to the general.
Yeah. Okay.
To the general statement.
To the general statement, which is you think that if you're a true friend, you stay all night long.
Yeah.
At your friend's event.
Until
you're the first to get there, last to leave.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yes.
Because when you're throwing an event, whether it's like a birthday party or wedding or whatever it is, you have a bunch of people there, and yes, everybody who's there in theory is your good friend and you love them. But you also have like core people who are like kind of your reprieve from all the socializing and the talking and the event hosting. And so you need those people there because number one, they're probably helping you out and like helping you organize.
And that's where you get to like stop using energy.
Exactly. And then you can just go
and recharge.
With them and recharge.
Yes.
Yeah. And you need them there all night.
Yes. So if you're a best friend, you should be at that party with your friend till the end, or else you're not really their friend. Mm-hmm. You're their friend, not their best friend.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, because also especially a wedding.
Yeah,
a wedding is a lot.
Yeah,
even if it's not the big wedding party, getting like the day you get married is a lot. I realized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody ever talked about this. Marriage is big.
It's kind of a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
I feel like. Well, so I just got married.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel so relieved.
Yeah.
Here's what I realized. Everyone talks about, and in movies and things like that, you always see, there's always this representation of people freaking out on their wedding day or like being so scared of being married or blah, 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 blah. No one talks about how hard it is to be engaged. Yeah. And I feel like I've brought this up before. I've brought it up on stage, this conversation that I've had with you. But now that I've finished all the stages that I've been in a relationship, and then I've been engaged, and now that I'm married, I'm like, being engaged was really the worst. It was really the worst. Like, I thought that being married was gonna be so scary, but what I was so scared of was being engaged, because I just had too many possibilities while I was engaged. Now that I'm married, I'm so glad I'm in the it's too late phase. Like, now I can just throw my hands back and go, doesn't matter.
Whatever
Doesn't
goes
matter.
wrong, you're
I have
like,
to figure it out now.
Gotta stay
Yes.
with it. Yeah, I'm stuck.
Love it.
The feeling of being stuck in some ways is freeing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't really have a decision to make anymore.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad.
It's so true.
I'm so glad. I feel like somebody chose the restaurant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. And
somebody's
you're there.
yeah.
And even
I'm
if you
there.
don't like the food,
I'm gonna find
you're
something
already
in there.
there.
Yeah.
You're gonna
eat
find
it.
something to eat.
Yes, exactly. Well, I feel like being engaged kind of felt like, where do you want to go eat?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It felt like, where do you want to go eat? And I'm like, I don't know. Where do you want to go eat?
It's true. It also changes the fights, like the energy, like the energy behind the fight. The tension levels are different, because like pre-marriage, every fight kind of feels, it has a little bit of a underlying, is this going to be the one that breaks us up?
Yes.
Is this the like,
Yes.
did we just are we about to discover something about our relationships
Is
inability
this the sign?
to survive? Yeah. Whereas once you're married, your fights are just like, are we gonna drag this out, or we're staying married? Like, we're together.
We're not gonna go to court for this.
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
Let's just move on.
What a genius idea.
Yeah.
I was like so upset before getting married, where I was like, what's the point of marriage? Like, why do you have to involve the government? It's just an extra contract. Like, why can't we just commit to ourselves? We can't just commit to ourselves, because we are all children.
Yeah.
We need mommy and daddy, which is like paperwork.
I agree. I think we've both become pro-marriage because we need to be stuck to someone, and we need someone to be stuck to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to know that the possibilities aren't endless. We need to know that.
Yeah.
Also, I am deeply uncomfortable. I look like a ghost next to you right now.
I'm so tan.
You're so tan.
I'm actually not even coming up on camera as tan as I am in person, right? Like, I'm tanner in person.
Look at
my hand. Look
Monica.
at my arm in person.
Yeah, but look at this. I look like I mean, I know I'm very pale, but right now I look like banana pudding next to you.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
I'm tan.
And sick.
That's what we were saying. I'm tan and I have hantavirus. Shouldn't joke about hantavirus. People are dying. Right? Are people dying?
3 people. That's how it begins.
That's how it starts.
Although you're not freaking out about it.
I'm not freaking out about it, but the thing is, I also wasn't freaking out about COVID.
Yep. You know what? That's why I'm scared, because I was freaking out about COVID in January.
And then you ended up
2020.
being right. Yeah.
And in the last few years, we've had issues with, there was like monkeypox, and then there was like a new influenza strain.
And you freaked out all those times?
Did not.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, okay, but no.
And now you are freaking out.
Now I'm freaked out.
And you think it's going to be... Why are they always coming
I just
from
trust
something
my
gross?
instinct. Right.
Like, this is why it's giving COVID, because COVID came from a bat, supposedly, allegedly.
And these are like rats.
And these are coming from rats. Allegedly.
I just, you know what I realized is I just don't trust
Anyone
anyone anymore.
I know.
That's the thing about becoming an adult. You realize how...
You realize conspiracy theories are true.
Yeah, and how fucked up the system is, and how there's so much more that we don't know. I miss being a kid and not knowing.
I know.
I feel like I'm too aware now, and I'm just like, ugh, I'm like always scared.
I know. I think maybe that's why we need to be less online. We're too aware.
But then I need answers.
Me and you specifically. But we're never going to find the answers we're looking for online.
But I disagree, because I have the answers.
To what?
Everything. Ask me.
Okay. What happens when you die?
Okay, I love that you ask that, because I've been doing a lot of research on that. Well, I've been listening to podcasts and reading stuff.
That's where you're going to find the answer.
And my TikTok algorithm caught up to me and now shows me mediums. But the point is, I've caught like references across different platforms and sources that
cross-referencing.
I referenced and cross-reference. I reference and cross-reference. I think what happens when we die is that our spirit lives on and moves into another dimension. Like right now, Earth is a dimension, but Earth and our physical experience of life as humans right now is part of the many dimensions that exist at the same time. And right now we're just experiencing one of many. And we're going to move on to another dimension where we are still us in spirit form, maybe not physically, but we are who we are spiritually. We are the same people we are here, however, minus the ego and the hate. It's just us in a version that's just pure love.
Ooh.
I think that's what it is. Now the
question is, do you think everyone gets to go there?
So that's such a good question. I've been thinking about that too. I'm like, well, what about serial killers, murderers, and terrible world leaders? I think yes.
You think they go too?
Because I think what makes them terrible is what comes with the instinct of the physical body. That not everybody knows how to like explore the same way. But once we go back into our spirit form, we are all living in the same way and with the same intentions, which is just pure love.
So then you don't think there's any scale of justice? Like,
that's where I haven't gotten to.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to that. I've been thinking about that too. I'm like, maybe because I haven't explored that side of things, I think there might be a way where there's a dimension of punishment. I think there could
You're
be.
like slowly just getting to heaven and hell.
I'm discovering religion. I'm like, okay, so hear me out. Hear me out.
Discovering religion through like yoga.
There's a bigger being. And it'll judge us at the end.
So I'm feeling like through what I've been listening to on podcasts, there might be a creator.
Well, isn't that a better way to get to it than to just go, oh, I've been told that and I'm just going to follow it?
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
getting there on your own time.
Yeah, I'm going through the correct steps of exploration.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I'm discovering. It's kind of like learning to cook. Where you just start with...
First, you just start following a recipe that somebody gave you.
Well, first you just start with a sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Then you make a couple salads. Then you make a dish with rice. You learn rice. And then you make one dish with onions. Once you learn how to make a dish with onions, you know how to make a shit ton of dishes because you understand how onions work. And then suddenly
the analogy, but the way I thought about it was first you follow a recipe that someone gave you, just like written in a book, and you're just following it blindly, and you're not really believing in it. It doesn't taste right. Something's wrong. There's no like love in it. And then you start getting more comfortable with cooking, and then you start getting creative and doing things on your own and coming up with your own recipes, and then you end up with like the same dish, but you got there yourself using the same ingredients, but coming up with them, following your heart and your instincts, and coming up with them yourself, and then you get there yourself, but it's the same end result.
That's also a beautiful way to look at it.
But it resonates.
Yes, I think that works as well.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. But also, yes, and also it's kind of like you start small, and then as you start understanding the basics, your understanding of things keeps growing, and then you find your way to the more complex version of the thing just because you started from the bottom.
Yeah, I like that too.
You know, that's what I mean. And so what I'm discovering is that this life is not the end. And it's making me calmer.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
it's making me calmer.
Yeah, I think it's good to get to a place where we're less stressed about life. If you're like, this isn't it, you know, this is not my one opportunity to do everything, and like once I die, that's it's over, I'm just rotting in the ground. Like that's too much pressure to put on one lifetime. So if you don't believe that, if you believe you enter another dimension afterwards, then it's like, all right, whatever happens in this one happens.
Yes, and I think that's the reason why people like priests, the good ones,
are at peace,
and sheikhs and like rabbis and like people like Mother Teresa, monks. I think these people have something figured out that we don't. I was thinking about that the other day. Like we look at them and we're like, oh my God, why are they doing this? They could be doing anything with their lives, and they're just choosing to live selflessly and to give. That's how I thought when I was growing up, and up until like maybe 2 weeks ago when I started exploring the meaning of life. I was like
2 weeks ago.
I was like, why would you do that? Like, that's incredible, but like, how can you do that? Like, that seems so boring. But then I realized, I'm like, these are the people who figured out that this is not it.
Exactly.
These are the people who figured out that
they know something. They know something we don't know.
Yes.
Which is that this is not it, and that if you live this, whatever it is,
as if it was
in the purest way possible, selflessly, kindly, generously, then whatever's next is going to be good for you.
Yes. Which ultimately is pretty selfish.
Oh.
Which is pretty like,
because you're doing it
what's
for
your
your
intention?
own benefit for the next dimension. But does intention matter?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're still doing good deeds.
I know.
So does it matter why?
People always say that, like, the intention doesn't matter as long as the good deed is done.
Feels like intention should matter though.
I feel like, right?
Yeah. But maybe I feel like if you talk to a priest or like a religious, a very spiritual person, they're not going to say I'm trying to be a good person so that I can go to heaven.
Obviously, they're not going to say that.
But well, I don't think the good ones in their
self-awareness.
hearts believe like I'm doing this for God because God wants me to.
Yes,
but we're not there yet.
Yeah. No, but next time you go into the confession pod with the priest, you should turn it back on him.
Pot.
Is that what you call it? Confession pod?
Pod?
The confession box?
The confessional?
And the confessional.
Oh, no, that's what they called on Housewives.
Oh.
When they're talking.
Same. It's the same.
The confessional.
You know when the Kardashians are staring at the camera when they're talking to the fourth wall? That's what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know what it's called because we didn't do that in our church. We didn't have. You just went into a room and looked at him face to face.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In my church, it was going to that
in
wooden
the thing
box
where there's like
yes.
there's a divider.
Yes, I think you should ask him, like, why are you really here?
What are you doing? What
are you
intention?
doing? Okay,
turn it around on him.
Yeah. Tell me your intention. But my priest, I'm really close to my priest. We're buddies. My priest back home, and I know he would find a way to revert the question back to me.
He sounds like
when priests and therapists do that.
Yeah, they never want to talk about themselves.
I hate it when you try to like outsmart them, but then they
outsmart you.
They outsmart you. Like, I asked my therapist the other day. I was like, you know what I was wondering? Does anybody ever ask you about your day? Because I really wonder, like, you go through a whole day and then you have to come and listen to my problems. And then I'm wondering, like, what did you go through that day? It's like, it must be really exhausting to you. And I'm like, I'm saying that. You're I'm like, wow.
This is the first time he's hearing this.
Like, he probably thinks,
one of his special ones.
He's like, wow, thank you, Natalie, for, and then he was like, why do you think you're thinking about that? Are you worried? Do you think that maybe you? And I was like, and no, I didn't even flinch immediately. I was like, well, because I think that and then I was like, fuck, he did it. Yeah, you're like, you feel like you're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
They're like samurais like that.
Should we talk about the fact that we have the same therapist?
I was wondering if I should bring it up or not. We have the same therapist.
And
it's great.
He's amazing.
He's the best.
We love him.
Well, it's really crazy. It doesn't stop at us. Our entire friend group
has the same
therapist. We're all seeing
Here's
him.
the thing. You say that and people think it's weird. When you tell people who don't also have this same therapist, they think it's super weird and they're like, is that even allowed? And blah, blah, blah. It's literally not weird at all. He's a professional. Like, he doesn't let it affect anything. If anything, it's good and it informs him about.
He has a 360 view on you.
He has a 360 view on us and our community and our friendships and our relationships, and he understands our culture. Mm-hmm. When we reference people, he knows those people and he knows what's going on in their lives too. He can provide so much perspective. Yes.
But
obviously he has boundaries. He knows how to be a therapist. He's not like telling us.
No,
he's not telling me your business.
Yeah.
You're telling me your business.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah.
No, but you know what's also a great point is that you haven't said, that I will say, is that we are not each other's issues.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not an issue.
That's so true.
Like, you're not the problem.
I'm not going to him and talking about you and like my problems with
Sometimes
you.
I am talking about you, but not in a help me. But if I were to, it would be like going to my dad about my sister.
Yeah.
Like, I know he can love both of us.
Exactly.
If I paid my dad. But like, I feel like I'll mention you and something that we're going through, because it's usually me and you together against
against
an
the
outer force.
world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and he's incredible. He's also my relationship therapist and
He's also my couples therapist. He's just amazing. Like he's really, really good. Highly recommend. Well,
what's the privacy?
Patient
On the other way.
On the other way. I don't think there is one.
Anthony. No H.
Shout out Anthony.
We love you, Anthony.
Yeah,
I hope he listens to this. He will if we tell him to.
Do you think he would?
If we tell him to.
I don't want him to.
Okay, then we'll tell him not to, and he won't, because he's that good.
You're right.
He would respect it.
I just wonder what his days are like, where sometimes he's seeing me or you or another one of our friends back to back. And like one time he texted me and was like, I have an opening at 12 actually, if you want to take that one. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. And then later I see our friend and she's like, I canceled at 12.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Sometimes can you smell my breath when I'm that close to you?
This close?
Yeah.
No. Can you smell mine?
No, I can smell mine though. I smelled my own just now.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever smell your own breath? Has that ever happened to you?
With breath, I feel like it's really hard for me.
That means you probably have a really good smelling breath. I never smelled your breath smelling bad, which is...
Really?
Yeah, although I have smelled your BO.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you lift your arm up and you go, can you smell this?
No, because something is going on. So in the last couple of years, something's been going on with my hormones or something, or my BO. This is gross to talk about.
No. Why?
But like I'll use a deodorant and it'll work. Does this happen to you? I'll use a deodorant and it'll work for like a few months and then it just...
You build immunity.
Stops working. Yeah.
It'll happen to me with skincare.
It's so weird.
It's so annoying.
So I've been in the last like year or so, I've been trying to switch up my deodorant. I never stick to the same one for too long. Like I'll use one day and then another one and I'll alternate. But I don't know. That's not really working either. And then I've tried, everybody's like, do this. I've tried it all. I've tried like, this is making it sound like I'm stinky all the time.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, it's sounding like
that. I'm not stinky all the time.
The way you looked at me. You're obviously not stinky all the time. You're almost never stinky. You do always think you're stinky, but you're not.
I'm so afraid of being stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
You can't see my feet, can you?
No, I'll crop them if you don't want them.
Okay, I don't want them.
It's very easy to crop. Do we have any breaking news today that we want to go over?
Yesterday, my husband was watching a basketball game with his friend.
The Knicks?
No, it was the Spurs.
Okay.
The San Antonio Spurs versus...
I hear they're great this year.
Yeah, because there's this one player. His name is Victor Wembanyama. Can we just talk for a second about how in the NBA, everybody has such complicated names? There's people coming from like Greece and Serbia and Slovenia and whatever, and they have like really hard to pronounce names. And you listen to the commentators and the journalists and all the reporters, they never
get them wrong.
Like, and even the fans will be like random white boys in like Arizona who know how to pronounce Wembanyama or like Giannis Antetokounmpo. No problem. Why? What is that? Why are men able to pronounce any athlete's name, but you can't pronounce like Zoran Mamdani or like Nataly Aukar?
Because men do it when they want to.
It's crazy. It's if he wanted to, he would.
It's literally if he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would.
It applies to everything with men.
If you can pronounce Giannis Antetokounmpo, no problem, no hesitation.
You just want to show off right now that you can pronounce
Giannis
Antetokounmpo. Where is he from?
He's Greek, I think.
Yeah, it does sound Greek.
Yeah, but so yesterday, we were watching the Spurs game.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who they were playing, but it's the playoffs.
Yes.
So it's like high stakes.
Yes.
And Victor Wembanyama, let's talk about him for a second. He seems really cute because he cried one time after a game. publicly, and then people were like ragging on him for crying, and then he released a statement that was like, I refuse to. Can you look it up?
I love him.
You know him?
Yes. So I don't know
he's
him,
like
actually.
He's like 100 feet tall.
Yes. So I was on the road with my friend the other day. We were driving to Boston, so it was a long drive, and we were talking about the NBA because I just started getting into it, but that's a conversation for another time. And he talked to me about Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah,
and I googled him.
They love him.
And I was like, wait, he's so cute.
So cute.
And apparently he's an intellect.
Exactly. So he went to I forget where he went. But he studied with monks.
Oh yes, I heard that too.
I refuse to carry the burden of hiding my emotions. That's what he said after he cried. Wow.
How old
what
is
a
he?
guy. What a guy.
Wait, he's like 12 years old, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably like 17. He's 22.
Baby.
And he's so emotionally intelligent.
See, that's what I mean when I say that we're living in a dimension right now. Our spirit is just passing through Earth. I think, just like I was saying that we're going somewhere after it to another dimension, I think we were somewhere before as well. And I think some souls are older than others, and some souls lived a more cherished.
Victor's been somewhere.
He's been somewhere, He's
been somewhere.
His spirit has lived through many lives, and he just landed in a very long body.
Maybe that's why he's so tall.
To fit all that savantry.
All those years. He's 7'4".
That's insane.
That's insane.
That's insane to be that tall and know how to move your joints.
Yeah, and like jump. Imagine jumping when you're that tall, and falling, and they like fall on their butts and on their arms and stuff. So, anyways, so yesterday he was in a game, and
yes.
By the way, his hands are like this big, I think.
Oh my god.
And his feet are like, it's scary. It's weird. I hope he's okay, because that's kind of like, or do you have a like I think he's a giant. When you're that size,
that's crazy. Yeah. Oh my god. Like, how does your body do that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you like?
But you can see his.
Where does he get shoes?
Custom made. I mean, at this point,
I know, but what if you're that tall? Like before he was in the NBA and he was rich, where was he buying his clothes and shoes?
We should ask.
Anyways, so he was in the game yesterday and he elbowed somebody.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Aww.
But that's the controversies. Was it an accident or not? Because they ejected him from the game.
Were they like, this is a flagrant foul or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And they took him out of the game, and then they were deciding if he was going to be allowed to come back in the next game, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what they decided. I guess we could look it up. But there's like a video.
I don't need to look it up. He's innocent.
I think he's innocent too. I mean, when you're playing at that level. Also, okay, take on basketball take. Stop calling fouls every 2 seconds.
Oh my god. Oh,
it's like every 2 seconds the ref is with his little whistle. This isn't about you. It's them trying to make it about them.
The referees.
It's like so embarrassing. Yeah, it's like, get a grip. If you want to be the star, go do another job. Like,
yes.
You're not the star of the show here.
Yes, I get like referees.
Like, become an actor. They need to be on stage or something. These refs, they want too much attention. Like,
when they're talking to the camera and they're like, "We reviewed."
Oh my god, you can feel that's their moment to shine. They just want to be on camera.
Yeah,
literally, that's my theory. Refs just want to be on camera. That's why the NBA is the way that it is.
They're
calling
just
fouls every 2 seconds. It's pageantry.
Pageantry.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, I think he's innocent. I don't think he can do anything wrong. You can see it. Listen, I don't need to see the game. I see it in his eyes.
He's a good guy.
Look at those eyes.
He's a good guy.
Yes. This is the guy like I would want next to me at the party if I had too much to drink.
That's so true.
I know he'll protect me. He'll be like,
he's so tall he could pick you up, no problem.
He can pick me up with his pinky. He could just put his pinky
strong
at the back of my t-shirt and lift me up.
Yeah.
And be like, we're gonna get her home safe.
He'd get you home safe.
Get him back in the game. You're
Seriously,
just trying to get him out because he's too strong and you're scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
our sports take for today.
That's our sports take of the day. Honestly, I think I'm really good at sports takes and I'm really excited about exploring them further.
Me too.
Because I am just getting into sports.
Yeah.
And I think
there's a lot to explore there.
There's a lot to explore. I finally get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting it. I'm understanding boys.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like when you're just getting into sports, it makes you the right person to explore and
we have
comment.
fresh takes.
Because you have fresh takes.
Yeah.
And you are here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I wasn't born into thinking that I should be interested in that. And I wasn't born into a family that made me blindly loyal to a team.
That's so true.
I am someone who paid attention.
We're getting there by ourselves.
For the right, like I'm making my choices for the right reasons. They're thought through.
Yeah.
And
pure.
yes, I love the Knicks because I live in New York, but
we also love like the Spurs.
Yes.
Because of Victor Wembanyama.
Yes. And I'm so excited to explore sports further.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be a really interesting segment, and we'd love to hear you guys' takes if there's something that you would like for us to discuss.
Yeah, if there's like a basketball headline.
Yes, or soccer. We like soccer. Football's going to be a little harder for us.
Football's off limits.
No, you know what I don't want to hear about?
The NFL.
Baseball.
Okay, we're not doing baseball. We're not doing football, but we can do basketball, soccer,
tennis.
I was going to say tennis.
Badminton. Ping pong.
Pickleball.
Is there that?
I don't know.
And hantavirus.
Yeah.
That's the only things we can talk. Okay, so before we close out, we always like to... on episode 1, we always like... No, but this is something that we're going to be exploring for future episodes. So please don't be shy, fellow listeners, to submit your toxic takes of the day. Just like the one I gave Monica. They might not be toxic, but just things that you have felt in your heart of heart that you feel very strongly about, and that sometimes
maybe you haven't felt comfortable to share it elsewhere.
Yeah, because people will shut you down.
Or
we
judge
won't.
You. Yeah.
We are very open to each other.
This is a safe space.
It's a safe space for us and for you. So we asked some fans, some exclusive people, to send us their own takes that we wanted to explore here today.
Yeah.
And we have one.
Yeah, so let's read it, Natalie.
So we're going to read it. So this person sent, I recently decided to make more enemies rather than choose empathy. And it feels so much more satisfying. Example, on the plane, the stewardess pointed me down the wrong aisle and then got pissy at me for delaying traffic when I tried to get to my actual seat. She's my enemy now. And this is the kind of mantra this girl is going to follow from now on. I'm not going to do the right thing and be nice. If you're wrong, you're my enemy, and I'm done, and I'm not going to waste time. And I love that. Here's
the reason why I think she's right about this is if we were living in a perfect world where...
Are we not?
Living in a perfect world. If we were living in a world where, like, you are nice back to somebody and that gets acknowledged and rewarded and validated, then that might work. But sometimes it just doesn't work that way. And if someone's being ridiculous for no reason, they have created a situation in which you have no choice but to be ridiculous back. You know?
Yeah. And I'm tired of people just being unpleasant and mean.
I'm tired of people being unpleasant and mean for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, when you're unpleasant and mean to a stranger, what do you expect in return? So sometimes it's like, you have to give it back to them so that they can see themselves. They can see a mirror of themselves.
Especially when they're in a position of power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're the stewardess, you're in a position of power in front of me. You decide when I get up, when I don't. What I do, what I don't. Especially when I travel, I feel like a little rat when I'm sitting in that coach seat, eating like every meal like it. I already feel like a disgusting little piglet on a fucking flight. And I feel like stewardesses look cool. Like, if you want to think in terms of ick, passengers are icky.
Yeah.
When we're all sitting and crammed together, we're all icky.
Yeah.
None of us look good. Like, everybody gives me the ick. That's why I'm always like, I can't find a crush on a plane. I never was able to, because to me, as soon as we're in a mass, as part of a big group, I just find like we're all icky. Mm-hmm. And I think stewardesses stand out versus us, and they don't look icky, and so they're in a position of power and not in a position of vulnerability that we are in.
Mm-hmm.
So don't make me feel stupid and don't belittle me more.
Yeah, sometimes.
Because I can't do anything. I'm powerless. I can't look less icky no matter what I do, and I feel stupid.
Yeah, how about bring back flight attendants being nice? They used to be nicer.
They used to be nice.
Right?
Yeah.
They're kind of mean now.
Why?
Yeah, so if she wants to have an enemy, if she wants to make this flight attendant her enemy, I think she has every right to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in
I
general,
mean, she gave her an instruction.
Yeah.
And then she just like immediately forgets the instruction that she gave her.
Yeah.
And then
You told me to go there.
yells at her for
Yeah.
causing traffic.
I think you know yourself. If you know your intentions are pure, trust
Yeah.
yourself. Everybody else is fucking wrong, and I've had it.
Yeah.
I've had it with no, maybe no. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. You're right to make enemies. This is an innocent. It's an innocent enemy to have. Do you know what I mean? Like this is somebody you're probably never going to see again.
Mm-hmm.
And if it makes you feel better to decide that she's your enemy for the duration of this flight because she wronged you, then that's within your right.
I support it.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, Monica?
Just, I hope Victor Wembanyama is doing well and recovering his body from the last game. I'm sure it's hard on his body.
From top to bottom,
Mm-hmm.
all the way through.
Yeah. There's a lot of bodies, so
Yeah. Take your time.
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Do some stretches, rest.
And send us
Do
some
a
free
cold
tickets if you
plunge.
want.
Yeah.
We're your biggest fans.
Yeah, we'd love to come to San Antonio.
We'll clap courtside.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look cute and clap courtside.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. See you
Thanks.
next time.
Bye.